For forensics competition, I wrote a persuasive speech regarding the problems, causes, and solutions to inaccessibility for persons with disabilities. I specifically highlighted voting locations and the right to vote being taken away due to accessibility laws not being followed. Now, voting is a fundamental human right, and it's about time society started treating it as such. In the presidential election, Victor Pineda arrived at his polling site ready to proudly cast his vote for the next U.S. president, a right that he was guaranteed by the Constitution. But when Victor arrived on the polling site, rather than waiting in line with everyone else to cast his vote, the poll workers stopped him, and instead they asked him to wait outside. Now, Victor is a U.S. citizen, he's a respected university scholar, and above all, he's an eligible voter. The only thing locking Victor out of this basic polling process was his wheelchair. The building just did not have a ramp. So after a long wait outside, poll workers had to bring a voting machine outside, and Victor had to cast his vote from the sidewalk, foregoing his right to a private vote. Or as he put it, I was not voting privately, nor was I voting with dignity. I was just trying to express myself like everyone else. According to Vox, on October 28, 2016, people with disabilities represent 1 in every 6 eligible voters. But according to a 2015 study at Rutgers University, 1/3 of disabled people experience trouble while voting. This study projects that over 1.5 million people did not vote in the last election because of barriers they were going to face at their trusted local polling station. Even though the Americans with Disability Act is over 20 years old, polling places still remain physically inaccessible, and individual states refuse to do anything about this. Now, for more information and statistics, you can find the manuscript below. But for now, I'm just going to skip to some solutions to this problem. Over my winter break, I met with my village clerk, who's in charge of elections. Upon meeting with her, I learned a few simple actions that can go a long way in bringing awareness and change to this cause. For example, town hall meetings are held monthly and are open to the public. You can attend one of these with this information or concern you have for specific inaccessible buildings within your location. Or you could directly volunteer to be a poll worker on election day. And finally, if you know someone who needs direct assistance in the booth, understand you can legally come along with them to vote. The Federal Voting Rights Act states that a person with a disability may bring someone of the voter's choice to assist them in the booth. So rather than someone having to stay home because they cannot, for example, fill out a ballot on their own, you could go with them. Be a trustworthy aid in getting their voice heard and their vote accounted for. So to recap, over 20,000 polling places across the country are inaccessible. Over 1 million people are having trouble voting, and another million are staying home as a result. This needs to change, and it's not going to happen without help from us. People living with visible and invisible disabilities are often ignored. When a problem isn't directly affecting you, it is really easy to overlook how it might be affecting somebody else. Now, for people living with disabilities, inconveniences are not just that, but a way of life. And this is an unfair standard for any human to be subjected to. So it's about time we bring some awareness to that.